mean, I feel like there's an effort tonight to dredge up this argument that somehow the Russians stole the 2016 election. I think Republicans are going to look at that and shake their head and say, we've been running the same election really or having the same argument about that election for 8 years now. I don't think the Russians stole the 2016 election. I don't dispute that the Russians have tried to interfere or mess with or otherwise,
Oh boy.
tinker around.
Look at Abby Phillips' body
I
language. She's not happy with Scott Jennings.
Continue to want to believe that there's no way Donald Trump could have won in 2016 without foreign interference. And I just don't think the evidence bears that out. Does that mean we have to be vigilant this time around? Of course it is. Of course it does. And
oh boy, she's going to interrupt him now.
Not to interrupt you, but can I just ask you? I mean, if you're James Comer tonight, or you're
she doesn't like what he's saying. That's why she interrupted him.
Should Republicans start to be a little bit more careful about this stuff that they've hinged an entire attempted impeachment on that could very well be made up out of whole cloth?
Well, first of all, I don't think their inquiry is entirely based on this one person. They have a whole
she's not going to like that.
Other payments from other foreign countries. They have text messages. They have records. They have other witness testimony. So there's a long record here that they're looking at.
Scott Jennings is too honest and rational for Abby Phillips.
From the FBI and try to find out how it is that this person, who the FBI thought was a credible person, is all of a sudden not credible, and how long he's been feeding the U.S. government misinformation. Apparently at the behest of and at the payment of the FBI. I think that's important to know. I don't know whether they're going to impeach Joe Biden or not. I've always been skeptical of
well, that's an interesting point. Why it took them so long to figure that this guy was lying?
Anyway, because the Senate's never going to deal with it in the way that Republicans want in the House anyhow. But
Abby Phillips is not happy.
To be asked here, but the Republicans.
She's definitely not happy at all.
They did not invent this person.
And look at the other dude. Oh boy.
Abby, if I may.
See? He interrupts.
Okay, let's forget 2016. Let's root it in 2024. We have
Felipe.
One of them, President Biden, has provided more than $100 billion in aid to Ukraine in its pretty successful war with Russia. We have another candidate, former President Donald Trump, who is basically telling people, don't worry about NATO. We're not going to come to their defense.
That's not what he said, bum.
We don't care about